What's up, guitar players? Recognize this? Hit the road jack. Sold the swing. Wrong key, but California Dreaming by the Mamas and the Papas. It's called an Andalusian Cadence, and simply what it means is if you look it up on Wikipedia, it's going to tell you that it's a minor chord progression, and it's a minor chord progression that starts on our 1 chord, in this case A, and it just goes backwards down the scale. It just like gravity falling backwards through the 7 chord G, through the 6 chord F to E, which in a natural minor key should be E minor, but it's E major. The Andalusian Cadence is a hallmark of harmonic minor, but we'll get to that in the next video. Good evening, guitar players. Andalusian Cadence Part 2. So I demonstrated that it's, in this case, A minor, G major, F major, and E major. Okay? Now I also mentioned that it's a hallmark of harmonic minor. Let me tell you what I mean. It's a 4-chord progression that demonstrates the context of harmonic minor perfectly. Maybe you know harmonic minor already, where you take the 7th scale degree, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, raise it to G sharp, and it gets this really cool exotic sound. But here's the thing, it wasn't just arbitrarily used, it was used contextually. When I go from A down to G, or A minor down to G, notice we have a G, not a G sharp. The reason is, this G chord is not going back to A, so we don't need G sharp, we need G natural, because we're going down. A goes to G, which goes to the F, and when I get to the E chord, now I've got a G sharp in it instead of a G. Why? This is going back to A minor. Da, da. Harmonic minor in a nutshell. Howdy, guitar players, Andalusian Cadence Part 3. So we discussed how we go from the A minor all the way down to the E, which kind of recycles us back to the A minor again. It's just this chord progression that loops, right? Great, so we've heard it a million times, but here's the thing. I want to know, like, where it comes from. What does an Andalusian cadence actually mean? Well, Andalusia is the southernmost region of Spain, down by where the Straits of Gibraltar are. And this is huge because that's historically where flamenco comes from, which is where this chord progression comes from. But if you know your history, do you know who occupied most of the Iberian Peninsula for about 700 years? It was the Muslims. So when we look at Spanish architecture and music and religious history, it has a lot to do with the Muslims and their 700 years spent in Spain. That's why this chord progression and just this kind of music, flamenco, it sounds so exotic. It's pretty cool, right? Howdy, guitar players. Andalusian Cadence Part 4, A minor. I'm just going to improvise. Go.